But because we're playing on my European server, I'll be playing heavy today because I think I can play properly even with high ping, because it is a hitscan class. And hello Everwolf, Fontorax, Dicky, Senor Sherlock, hello! How are you all doing? We are here with Leugin Sotnus, Hyperbolic Engineer Gaming, LFD Games, and Musical Ranger 13. Playing Gorge. And this European server is a dedicated server. It remains online even after we finish streaming. If you are on Europe or close to Western Europe, it may be a good option for you to use the server instead of relying on casual matchmaking. So it is an option for you. Last stream we were talking about how I intend to open a server on Miami as well, and that server probably would be a clone of this one in terms of how it's configured and everything. Here we have no random crits, no random spread, vanilla selection of maps with some maps from the community workshop, but nothing too wild or too custom. It's basically like a creators.tf server, but without the creators.tf custom pack. Basically that's it. I think I'll do these live streams every Sunday, and today I'm doing it a bit earlier than last week because of European audiences. On last stream Scout, I told people I would be playing on my European server today, and because of time zones and stuff, I decided to stream a bit earlier today. But I think usually I'll stream a bit later in the day. Right now it is 1:30 p.m. in the afternoon here in Brazil. And last week I was streaming, it was about 3 o'clock p.m. I think that's a better time for me to stream. But anyway, we're here. Again, the IP is on screen and on the video description. If you want to join us, feel free to join us, it would be nice. Good afternoon, Cobaia de Testes. How are you doing? Good afternoon, I hope you are doing well. I myself am okay. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit depressed about how things are going in Brazil. That funny meme, no, I don't want to go to Brazil, has become a reality. Brazil is kind of a bad place to be right now. But other than that, I'm fine. And I hope you are okay as well. Only to demonstrate what I was talking about having no random spread, look at the spread of my scattering. Let me distance a bit. You can see it's very regular. You see, on casual servers it isn't like this. It is more random. And this is a setting that people that play competitive often enjoy, because it makes your shots more consistent. You see, especially if you play scout, sniper, spy. It's way better for those hitscan classes. And all my servers have this setting turned off, random spread. So I think it is better to play as well. Hey Musical Ranger, how are you doing? Analyze, hello Analyze. I hope you are fine. Fry Pan Man, come play Fry Pan Man. This demo man failed. Engineer Game. I almost said eu, that is I in Portuguese, eu. But I saw this week that aside from Engineer Gaming, now we have Medic Gaming. Did you fellas got a chance to see that? The Medic voice actor voicing that legendary line, Medic Gaming. I think it is quite interesting to have this sort of YouTuber streamer memes in Team Fortress 2. It's hilarious. The Firefight man is saying that his ping isn't helping. Let me see, where are you here?
Thanks.
197, yeah. Mine, the fry pan man, is 208. So you can put things in perspective. We are close. I think what's best for you in that kind of situation is to play a hit scan class. Sniper, spy, scout, heavy, medic, you could play medic as well, engineer. But really, projectile classes are playable with such high ping. Last stream I was playing with 150 ping as soldier and demo man, and I did quite well, might I say. But they are not optimal for this kind of situation. Yeah. But it's what we'll do today. I think we might do 1 week on US servers, 1 week on European servers. Just to give my audience a chance to play together. Because the channel is in English, there are a lot of people from all around the world. And I think it would be kinda sad if I stuck with only one region, you know? If I only played on US servers, for example. I guess it is a good idea to vary where I play each week. And you can see you can play well with high ping. I think that most of the developed world is kind of spoiled in a way in terms of online gaming ping, because you guys always had official servers on your country. Here in Brazil, I think we only got official Valve servers for TF2 in 2015, and what we did before that is we had to play on servers on the US with high ping, so we are kinda used to having to deal with this sort of problem. Of course, there were community servers in Brazil back in the day, but they were sometimes always full. Sometimes always. They often were full of people and you couldn't find a slot to play. So you had to resort to going into US servers. I remember as well on older updates when we hadn't casual matchmaking yet. I think that Love and War and Tough Break are an example of that, in which to do the contracts and get the rewards, we in Brazil and South America would have to play on US servers as well, because there weren't South American servers for us to play. So high ping is not really a problem for me. And as you can see, you can play with high ping. It's possible. But it's not optimal, I agree with that. Hey Mr. Dispenser, how are you? I'm glad to have you here. If you fellas don't know about Mr. Dispenser yet, he has a very interesting TF2 channel. Go subscribe to Mr. Dispenser. He's a very interesting creator. I really enjoy your videos, Mr. Dispenser, they're great. Subscribe to Mr. Dispenser. He's the real engineer gaming. No, there are many engineer gamings out there, but Mr. Dispenser is great. Go subscribe to him. And there's a scout here. Let me see if I can finish him off with the pistol. It's funny how sometimes scouts don't pay attention to where med packs are. He could have saved himself if he wanted. Everwolf saying, if you don't change the map to Woodville, I'm gonna cry. I really don't like playing on Woodville, to be honest. I made a video about it when it came out. And you know, it's a creative map and an original map and everything, but I think it really needed more work before being officially put on the game. To me, it was kinda sad to see that there are a lot of better maps on the workshop waiting to be added, and Woodville got in, you know. I think it was kind of a wasted opportunity to put a better map in the game. But yeah, it's a funny map. That I'll grant it, I'll concede to it. Everyone saying, you're going to Brazil now. I'm already in Brazil, everyone. I'm already in the pit of Brazil. I like that meme. There are some Brazilians that don't find that meme funny. but considering the circumstances, I think it's very adequate, very appropriate. And I've always found it funny, to be honest. Let me see if I can get the soldier here. He's too slick for me. Come on, soldier. I don't know what's happening anymore, but it's okay. It's Sherlock, who is in chat with us here. Nice. Trolleyfish saying, well, what do I have here? A stream? Yes, Trolleyfish. We're streaming. I'll be streaming every Sunday, people. If for some reason I have to cancel a stream on Sunday, I'll let you know through my community tab and my Twitter. So be sure to follow me on Twitter if you want to stay up to date on the news with my channel here. And yeah, I got a community tab now on YouTube. That's great. I think everyone noticed, at least everyone who follows the channel more actively. But I got a community tab now. It is great because it helps further push the channel's growth. But I won't be spamming it, you can rest assured about that. I've seen a lot of content creators in these last weeks spamming the community tab with nonsense, you know, with some posts that have nothing to do with their channel and really pointless stuff. And you can rest assured I won't do that because I don't enjoy that. I think it is bad practice because it is not fun to have your feed full of spam, and also because it trains your audience to ignore your community posts. So I'm in Sentry! Okay. You can rest assured I won't be doing that. A Ruby. I don't respect Rubies. Mr. Spencer! Is it Mr. Spencer? Is it him? With this unusual shotgun? Yes, it is Mr. Spencer. Nice shotgun, Mr. Spencer. Looks great. I didn't have an opportunity to look at it properly, but I think it looks great. Hey, Jibo says hi. I'm doing fine. How about you? Everything's fine. And Jibo saying, people spam their community tabs because then their videos get recommended more. Yeah, I know, I heard about that, but I think people didn't have to spam the community tab, you know, they could post meaningful stuff on the community tab, as it was intended to be done. Like really asking their community stuff that's interesting to know. I've been doing that in the last few days. You can check, and every day I made a post on my community tab. But I don't know, I've seen people do stuff like vote for your favorite emoji, you know, stuff like this that really doesn't add to the conversation. I'm not a fan of that. But I know that's beneficial for the growth of their channel. That's interesting. You really have to use your community tab if you have one. It's an important part of the channel, that's true. Mr. Dispenser is up there building dispensers. Yeah, we're going to lose this one. You can see that now we got a heavy, but it's too late. You really, if you want to switch to heavy, you really have to do it early, or else you won't be able to make a difference on the match. And here is a spy. I knew he was a spy. To try to trick stab me. Sometimes, to avoid getting trick stab, all you have to do is stand still. Because the spy will think that you will follow him around to make the trick work. And if you stand still and you know, he'll go to one side and then to the other side, you can actually just keep your aim straight and he won't even know what you have done to him. And he won't get the trick. It doesn't work with experienced spies, but when they're just someone trying to do trick stabs at random, this can work. There's a sniper there. Let me switch places. Oh damn. I'm quite in a pickle. And here I sit quite in a pickle. Who plays Dark Souls? Dark Souls is a great game. I really like Sigmar of Catalina. I prefer Soler than him. I think Soler is a better friend, but I also like Sigmar. He's fun. The Persona saying, nice to see someone who still plays TF2 in 2021. I think more people play than we might think, you know. I've seen a lot of channels starting in the last year. And I wish more people streamed on YouTube, to be fair. A lot of people stream on Twitch, because that's where, you know, streamers really are. But I think that YouTube has a better discover algorithm. So if you're looking to build a following, in my opinion, it is better to stream on YouTube. Especially if your YouTube channel isn't monetized yet, like mine. Because the time you spend live streaming counts as public watch time that's needed to be able to monetize your channel. So you can, alongside releasing videos, also live stream to count to that. And I've seen a lot of new subscribers from these live streams, both here and on my other channel. So I'd recommend, if you want to live stream somewhere, start a channel, I'd recommend you do that on YouTube today. Trolleyfish saying TF2 has 150,000 players right now, so that's epic. Absolutely. There's always people who are going to say, most of that is bots, and I bet a lot of that number, Trolleyfish, is bots indeed. But I don't think that it is, like people say, half of it is bots. I don't think that's the case. Because I have a YouTube channel, and 2 YouTube channels here, I can say for experience that there are more new players coming to the game, and that's epic indeed. Very epic.